J Crawls here, and I want to share with you the easiest way to beat the Dreadnought. All you need is 4 simple units. Just get these units, and man, it's so easy. First, we want to start with 3 R6 buoys. Then we'll move on to at least 4 R5 M10 battleships, 3 ironclads, and then a fishy. With this setup, as long as your fish does some good attacks on the sub first, you are guaranteed an easy win. So I would advise everyone to go out and get these units. I'm kidding, of course. I know not everybody has 3 buoys, so we'll try to make this a little bit more reasonable for you guys. No, the real reason I wanted to do this video was because I upgraded my M10s from R4 to R5, and I wanted to see what the difference is with the Dreadnought. So let's look at that. So what I really wanted to get into is the upgrade from R4 to R5, which basically comes down to he got 105 extra health. He went from 127 to 172 damage range for this middle attack, the bombard attack, which is the attack that you use against the Dreadnoughts. Actually, the Kraken, the Dreadnought, anything really. It's the best attack that it has, unless you're trying to hit a large swath of the area, and then you're going to use that first attack, the broadside. But this attack is great against putting a lot of damage because it's ×2 damage. So he went from 127 low end to 147 higher end. That's an increase of 20. And then the max side from 172 to 199 damage, so just a little over 20. He got a 5% base crit increase. This is explosive damage, so when you're fighting the Dreadnought, he's only going to take 60% of the damage in that. So roughly estimating, he's actually only going to take between 88.2 to 119.4 times 2 each hit. So that's not a crit. If he gets a crit, it's a whole different story, different math. But it should fall between that range of damage if my math is right, and if their math is right, that's what it should be. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm going to be looking for that between 88.2 to 119 damage ×2 from this specific attack, and kind of mathing that out. If you put it somewhere in the middle and average out about 100 attack, that's 200 each hit. That means it's going to take about 19 point something times to deplete his health all the way. This attack does have a 10% armor piercing, so that will give it just a little. He'll die just a little bit before that 19th attack to kill him. I'm just going to estimate in the beginning because you get crits and things. So I'm gonna say probably a good 15 if I'm lucky. If I'm not lucky and there ain't a lot of crits, probably about 16 to 17. So, but I'm gonna call it right now. We're just gonna say 15. Okay, that's what we're just gonna say 15. How many, before we even start, how many do you think it's gonna be? Okay, now we're getting to the body. I've done 0 damage to his body, and now we're gonna see how many attacks it's going to take. And you can see here that I've already taken some damage, but I got rid of the subs here. And then let's see where this damage falls for my first attack. And we see between 98 and 101. So that is really right in the range of what I was expecting. So I guess I did some math right. Okay, so that was attack 1. That's attack 2. Let's go to 3. I'm not seeming to get any crits. Might be closer to 19. At least we both aren't getting crits right now, at least. Bam. Alright, that guy right there has some suppression on him, so I don't want to use that right now. But I will want to come back to that real quick because he could be dead. He could be dead real soon. Alright, let's see. Ooh, I got a crit that time. 176, that's pretty good. Alright, let's use this guy since he ain't suppressed. 98, 119, it seems to be the theme. 99, 119. It's the same each time. 117, 96. I don't know. Man, I don't think I've ever. Ooh. You know the saddest part of washing these guys. The saddest part about watching these little fishies is when they die, the teeth are so freaking. You know, you remember when it didn't matter? You had like 89 teeth, fighting all those pigs and boars, and they're just stacking up, and then the mauler came out. Yeah. And then all those missions, then before long, you're sitting there scrapping everything you can fight. Just waiting for teeth. Like, you can farm for a week, 5 teeth, and you're like, Urgh. Kraken became pretty popular, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Alright, let's see. See if I can use some of these guys before they die. Got another crit on that one, so not bad. This guy's got a minute, so. Ooh, I hate these. I'm sinking my battleship. He's suppressed. He's just depressed. Alright. What's the count? Oh, my front line's almost chewed up now. So, but I'm still doing pretty good here. $117, $110. I gotta say, I've gotten pretty dang lucky with his attacks not super critting me like ridiculously amounts. So let's see, this may be it. This may be it. Yes, bam. And look at there. All right, new strategy. New strategy. 4 ironclads is the best way to beat this guy. 4 of them jokers. Now, you can be mad at me all you want, but I would trade these. I'd trade all of them for a couple of the Sentinel frags. Right now. You want to do it? Let's do it. I don't know. I'm complaining, but it's Navy. Maybe a little bit. So, you ready to know the number of attacks it took? If you said 15, like me, you were wrong. It was actually 18. You know why I was 18? Because the crit factor. There was not a lot of crits. I think maybe 2 crits that I had against that guy, but was fine because he was not critting me back. And I guess it didn't matter because my luck was still there and I got another ironclad. So the next video is going to be me fighting that guy with just the ironclad and maybe a buoy. We'll see.